Hey everyone, KitaSean here, so welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. In today's video, we'll be discussing the new 5-star alter ego servant who released during the current collaboration event with Manga de Wakaru FGO, learning with manga FGO in the JP version of Fate Grand Order. It is none other than Paul Bunyan. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. It's Super Bunyan. In all honesty, I don't know why this wasn't the first thing to think of as the 5-star servant for this collaboration event. I was just so focused on the other servants that appeared from the manga, which most of them do appear in the collaboration event, but yeah, you get what I mean. It just was the obvious choice. So in this video, we'll be discussing Super Bunyan's skills, MP, and CEs, and command codes that are best for her, and what team setups work well with her. So let's go ahead and start off with her stats and command cards. Once again, Super Bunyan is a 5-star alter ego servant whose max attack is 11,545 and 13,537 HP before Grail. Her star absorption is 97, star generation is 9.9%, MP charge on attack is 0.86%, and MP charge on defense is 4%. Her command card deck consists of 1 Quick, 1 Art, 3 Busters. Quick does 4 hits, Art and Buster do 3, and Extra does 5 hits. Her MP charge on attack is actually really good, and if you get a critical hit with the single Arts card, you will be able to get a bunch of MP gauge. Same thing with her Quick card, you can get a lot of critical stars with it. Now let's get to her skills. Skill number 1 is Executive Order C, which increases own attack for 3 turns from 20 to 30%, and increases a party's Buster performance for 3 turns from 10 to 20%. This is really good, especially in a Buster team setup. It's not just Super Bunyan's buff, but if you include other servants buffs, you are going to do some really amazing numbers. This benefits her and the party. Oh, by the way, it's on a 6-turn cooldown. Skill number 2 is Vision Quest A, and this skill charges her own MP from 20 to 30% and gives the party overcharge for their MPs by 1 stage for 1 turn. Having a battery already makes this skill good, but to be able to give the entire party an MP overcharge is insane. Again, you are going to be doing amazing numbers with these Buster servants, also on a 6-turn cooldown. Skill number 3 is Let's Spread Maple Syrup A, which seals all enemy MPs for 1 turn, reduce enemies' critical attack for 3 turns from 20 to 30%, and increase the party's critical star absorption of Buster cards for 3 turns 300 to 500%. I guess Lysangle was like, hey, let's also give her utilities, decrease enemy critical attack so your servants won't die easily and can end up doing massive damage with the stars gained. The skill is also on a 6-turn cooldown. Passive skills consist of Magic Resistance C, increase own debuff resistance by 15%, Item Construction C, increase own debuff success rate by 6%, Power, Like, EX, grants self-attack, activate, and defense buff called Like. The Like buff will last for 3 turns, and it allows Super Bunyan's Noble Phantasm to do extra damage. The more likes, the more damage. So we'll talk about this as we get to her Noble Phantasm. Her pen skills are increase own extra attack by 30 to 50%, 10 to 20% MP gauge at the start of battle, and increase own attack against Berserker enemies by 20 to 30%. Now onto her Noble Phantasm. If you haven't noticed it yet, Super Bunyan is a Buster type servant. The Noble Phantasm is a single target Buster type Noble Phantasm, and it does 100% plus 5% extra damage depending on how many like buffs she has, and the max stack is 10. So again, this is from that passive skill. So yeah, she just does crazy amounts of damage as long as those like buffs are stacked onto her. Her MP damage is 600% at MP1 and 1000% at MP5, so yeah, she does a crap load of damage when she has those likes. The overcharge effect is reduce enemy defense for 3 turns 10 to 30%. This is the first single target Buster type alter ego since Mecha Elichan, so it's definitely a type of servant we kind of need in FGO. I would definitely team Super Bunyan up with servants such as Merlin, Oberon, Koyanskaya of Light, Morgan, and 1-star Paul Bunyan. Of course, you can pair her up with Waver, Shakespeare, etc., but I think the first 5 I named off are the best. I do think the best craft essences for Super Bunyan are none other than Kaleidoscope, so that you can activate her MP right away to aim for those really quick quest runs, and of course, activate the MP onto challenge bosses right away. But if you want more damage, you have to go with Black Grail. For command codes, it has to be Holy Knight, Aurora, Borealis, and Mistress of the Heavens, and anything else that increases critical damage. Overall, Super Bunyan is a really good servant, and I do think she is worth the role. I mean, she can be mainly used as a DPS servant, but also as a support for Buster team setups, and still be consistent with putting up numbers that can be very lethal. So yeah, Super Bunyan. She's still up for a while in the JP version, and again, I highly recommend rolling for her, especially because you don't really get to see alter egos like her very often. Yes, I do think Melt does more damage still, but at the same time, hey, it's a Buster type alter ego single target, and it's Paul Bunyan. So yeah, that's going to be about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below and tell me what you guys think of Super Bunyan. And these next couple of days, I will be releasing videos on servants, so look forward to them. Laters.